the Kiyan Prince Foundation was very, very important to be set up because a beautiful one of my crew, one of my little team that I built up that God given me, Kiyan, was killed outside his school gates. Now, every parent knows that is an absolute nightmare. You don't send your children to school and expect a phone call that they've been stabbed. So to get that phone call obviously changed the whole cycle of my life and what direction it was going in because um, it's very, very hard to explain what it's like to hear not just the words of your son being stabbed, but when you get to the hospital, you got to hear someone telling you that he's tried to keep your son alive and he's opened his heart, he's massaged his heart, and he's just tried to manually just get it going again. And that's, you don't get much intimate than that to save a life. So I'm forever thankful to the doctor for his efforts, but it wasn't meant to be. But how do you as a handle that? How does anyone handle that as a parent, man? Come on now. And there's nothing that prepares you for that. Just think about how much you do for your kids. Just think about you'd rather, die than let your kids suffer. And that was, I was like any other parent out there. And to see your son not breathing, to see him just laying there looking like he's sleeping, looking like he'd wake up, but he ain't gonna wake up. That's the kind of pain that you know nothing about. I remember having this conversation saying with myself, saying, I didn't know there was a pain that you couldn't feel physically because no one's actually hit you and hurt you, but it's emotional and it's so deep that it actually brings pain out physically. So my heart was physically in pain. I would hold my heart, it was hurting. I started getting heart problems, heart murmurs was coming in even worse, panic attacks. Yeah, it wasn't good. I had to go hospital. Your body's just not built for that, to take that kind of news, bro. Seriously. And I wasn't built for that. So to be able to go through that process, I was in this space every day of pain and didn't quite know how I was going to get through this from day to day. How do there's stuff that you want to look forward to in life. I didn't have nothing to look forward to anymore. Trying to achieve and trying to make money and trying to do stuff in life, it didn't mean nothing anymore. It was just empty.